Pikachu here, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I am writing an open letter to the Pokemon Company, except it's not really a letter, it's a video, and it's not really like a personal private letter, it's more like a video to the internet, probably never going to be seen by the Pokemon Company, but that's okay. For those of you who aren't familiar with what this sort of video is, the first time that I saw this sort of trend go around, I saw it in a suggested video. It was called Dear Apple, and basically it was like a technology company talking to the company Apple, and in the video they basically provided some suggestions and some feedback on some of the products. They said, you know, in the next iPhone I want to see this happen, or, you know, I'm not a huge fan of this thing that you've been doing, maybe you can fix it or get rid of it, and it was basically an open letter to the Apple company. And I noticed that no one has really made one for the Pokemon Company, and it's probably because there aren't that many enormous Pokemon channels, and so the chances of Pokemon actually going on YouTube and searching something like this and expecting to find a video, pretty slim. But that's okay, because I feel like this is still an interesting video, because I feel like a lot of Pokemon fans out there have similar thoughts and ideas, and hopefully this video is kind of relatable. So today we are going to be doing it. We are writing a letter, or a verbal letter, to the Pokemon Company, and they will never read it, but that is okay. Alright, are you ready? Let's go. Also, guys, just want to make it very clear that this is mainly just a joke. Like, I don't actually hate the Pokemon Company, even though I might sound really aggressive in this video. I don't hate Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I want to make that very clear. Okay, let's go. Dear Pokemon, why is it that Pokemon cards cost so much? I mean, like, a pack of Pokemon cards literally costs $4, and basically all that's in it is some shiny stuff on the outside of the booster pack and the Pokemon cards. And the Pokemon cards are literally like paper, maybe cardboard at the most, but I mean, isn't that basically just a tree? And I mean, with $4, I can probably go out and like buy a tree, to be honest. Actually, I don't know how much a tree costs, but seriously, $4 for 10 cards? Why? Dear Pokemon, why do you make the promo cards so incredibly hard to get out? You make these little like tab things on the side thinking that you're displaying the card all pretty, whether it be in a tin or a blister or whatever. You put these tabs to make us see the card, but guess what? It makes it impossible to get the card out. Therefore, every time I buy a product, which most of the time when you buy a product, it's because the promo card looks nice. You buy the product, you get the promo card, you pop it out, and then the little tabs damage it. Why? Why don't you just package them normally? In Japan, you seem to master it. You don't package them with those little annoying tabs. You know how to package stuff in Japan. But oh no, when it comes to outside of Japan and any other country, for some reason you want to add in tabs and make it impossible to get the promo cards out. So thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Dear Pokemon, why do you have to, like, favor specific Pokemon and then make it really, really obvious to piss off specific Pokemon fans? Like, for example, when Evolution released, there was 2 different Elite Trainer Box released. A Mega Blastoise one and a Mega Charizard one. But what about Mega Venusaur? Does he not exist? And I mean, it's not just with Venusaur. There are so many other times we saw that. For example, we've seen a Raikou full art. We've seen an Entei full art. But what about the Suicune full art? And there are so many other examples where there are trios of things of Pokemon released, but you only print 2 of the 3. What about the 3rd one? Have you thought about his feelings? What are you doing? Dear Pokemon, why do you need to release stuff like a Scizor EX box? We have literally seen this exact card before in a set. I mean, at least if you're gonna print the exact same card with the exact same attacks, at least give it some different artwork or something. Like, I have seen this card before. Why do you need to print this? Dear Pokemon, why did you make a Pokemon that looks exactly like Donald Trump? Like, seriously, I see him enough in the news. You don't think that I would like a break when opening up some Pokemon cards? I mean, I'm opening up cards and then I see a freaking Donald Trump head in the cards. Like, why? I just want to open my cards in peace. Dear Pokemon, why do you find it necessary to release like 15 products all on the exact same date? Like, can't you just space it out a little bit? You got like a whole year. Can't you like do everything like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks instead of like May 5th, boom, that's like day when 15 million products released. Why? Why? And as if that wasn't enough of an attempt to break our wallets, you also break our minds. Why is it that you never seem to follow release dates? I'm over here walking around Walmart, pass by the TCG section, and then I see a product that's like not supposed to be out yet. I need to mentally prepare my mind and mentally prepare my wallet for these new releases. So I can't be walking around Walmart and seeing new products that aren't supposed to be out yet, like 2 weeks early. Like, my wallet is not mentally prepared for this yet. Dear Pokemon, why do you favor Japan so much? I mean, I feel like you really hate every other country that sells Pokemon cards. You give Japan all the awesome stuff. They get like freaking full art promo cards, and not only that, they get these gorgeous full art Pikachu collection boxes. I mean, the 15th anniversary box, Poncho Pikachu, Mega Charizard Y, Mega Charizard X, Mega Rayquaza box. There are so many different full art Pikachu boxes that you have released that I know people in every other country would love just as much, but for some reason, you only want to release them in Japan. How does that make us feel? Dear Pokemon, why is it that you reprinted almost every other set, including like Roaring Skies, Primal Clash, and now Ancient Origins? Why can't you reprint Flashfire? That's the set we want to see, and that's the set that you're probably not going to be reprinting. Dear Pokemon, why do you always package the cards, and when we open them, they're like already damaged? They've already got whitening on them. I mean, I'm over here trying to get some nice mint cards that I can send into PSA, but if they come out of the pack already with some white specks on the back, like, what do you expect me to do? You want me to like take some blue paint and just like paint over the whiteness and pretend like it doesn't exist? How am I supposed to get my PSA 10 when they come out of the pack in a PSA 5? Dear Pokemon, thank you for allowing me to be part of this fantastic community and allowing me to have the opportunity to meet so many new people and so many new faces and meet friends from all across the world. Seriously though, I really do appreciate it. And most of all, dear Pokemon, thank you for allowing me to love myself through loving this product. I know that sounded really confusing, but if not for Pokemon, I really don't think I would be where I am today. Because of me allowing myself to express my passion and my love for Pokemon cards, I was able to grow myself as an individual and realize that, hey, this is me, and even though society might think that Pokemon cards are weird, and a typical 17-year-old girl isn't really supposed to be collecting Pokemon cards, at least in society's eyes, you've allowed me to accept my quirkiness and grow as a person. And so for that, I thank you.